Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic. And I would like to just go on record as, I feel for you Washington Redskins fans. I do. I feel for you and what's going on right now. It's a travesty. It is horrible. But anyway, we'll talk about that on Tuesday. We are finally talking about last week's NXT / Ring of Honor, that we were supposed to do yesterday, but, somebody didn't want to stay up and do it because he had to get up and he had to function and do.
Because I have obligations.
Yeah, whatever. This is an obligation to talk about wrestling. Anyway, let's just get into to NXT, which was actually a pretty good show. I was upset because it was ruined for me, one of the matches via Instagram, one of the matches that I wanted a certain team to win that did not win, so I was kind of avoiding watching the show for a while, but I watched it, and it was actually a pretty good show. We open up with Tyler Breeze. Well, what was supposed to be Tyler Breeze versus Adam Rose. First off, they showed highlights of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic match where Breeze and Dempsey lost, and Breeze attacked Dempsey after the match. Adam Rose comes out with no music in his in-ring gear, so I knew it was going to be a match with him, but kind of very subdued. It wasn't the normal Adam Rose. Adam says it's official. The WWE Universe took a big steamy poop on the Adam Rose party. So now NXT, it is my turn to take a hot steamy poop on yours. I am Adam Rose, and I put AKA Leo Kruger because I feel it. He's coming back. And there is no fun allowed. So we're slowly getting a new Adam Rose. I think they're gonna eventually bring back Leo Kruger. It feels like it. Just from this, it kind of feels like, it's not the happy, Adam Rose that we've been getting, no Exotic Express. Obviously, one of the biggest members of the Exotic Express is now in the Wyatt family. So he clearly, he couldn't do it. But so then Bull Dempsey comes out and says, you look surprised to see me there, Breeze. Did you think I was just going to crawl in a hole somewhere? He says, when you attacked me last week, it was no accident. Just like what I'm going to do to you right now is no accident. Actually, you're going to wish it was an accident because I'm going to beat you so bad. Tyler says, hold on a second there, Bull. First off, what makes you think you could come out here and interrupt what was about to happen? Talking about Adam Rose pooping on things, because that's apparently a new thing now. I don't know. He says, you want to talk about accidents? The only accident I remember from last week was me and you being paired together. Actually, there was one more accident. What was that again? Oh, yeah, the day you were born. I'm not going to finish the whole promo. It basically, it builds up to Bull basically asking Adam Rose to, give him the ring. Adam Rose refuses, so Bull attacks him and throws him out of the ring. Breeze goes after Bull from behind. Bull goes back at Breeze. Breeze escapes and runs up the ramp. And basically Bull demands a match. After the little commercial, the camera / interviewer tries to get a comment from Tyler Breeze in the back. He says, "If you wait a second, that's what I was about to do." So he holds up the selfie stick and he says, "Bull Dempsey, you want to challenge me to a match next week? Well, Prince Pretty doesn't turn down a fight, so you're on." So we're gonna get kind of a match with Bull Dempsey and Tyler Breeze next week. Apparently, Adam Rose just gets pushed to the side. What about Adam Rose? What about him pooping on things? What's going on? Any thoughts on this opening segment / what's supposed to be a match / Adam Rose taking steamy poops on things?
I like this. I noticed the Adam Rose thing, and I was like, interesting, because I think by the time I watched this, it was after I had already seen him being kind of the party pooper type of guy, or something like that. Like I'm pretty sure he did it on like Raw, or he did it somewhere else, similar to what he did on NXT, but I can't remember where exactly he did it because I had saw it before, something similar to that or something. Because I was like, this had to debut somewhere else, I would think, right? But I like it kind of started out with this thing going on. I kind of want to see if they're gonna continue to they're gonna put Adam Rose in this, or is he just gonna kind of be thrown to the wasteland, I guess you could say, the cosmic wasteland. Is he just gonna be thrown, to the wolves a little bit? I'm kind of interested. And I'm interested in Tyler Breeze and Bull Dempsey again too. Hopefully, Bull Dempsey doesn't get outran in this one.
He can't. He's doing bullfit now. He's ready. But anyway, moving on. We got that no talent hack, the perfect 10 Ty Dillinger versus Danny Burch. I like Danny Burch. He seems like a good guy. Good wrestler. But I'm gonna give DJ this match since he kind of likes this perfect 10 guy. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Whatever. Go ahead.
See, the issue is it's all about the power of positivity, Casey. Okay, it's all about the power of positivity, Casey. And if Ty Dillinger was a jobber, you'd be like, how come Ty Dillinger doesn't get an entrance? And now Ty Dillinger's getting all big time on you and being perfect and being a 10, and you're upset about it. Come on, Casey, make up your mind, man. but yeah, this match ended before I really got a chance to really write anything. But I did feel like Ty Dillinger, he looked really good in this match. I think they're really trying to push him. It seems like, and I like the perfect 10 thing. At least it gives him something than just the guy who was with Jason Jordan for a little bit there. But he hits I don't know what to call the move that he hit, but it's like a knee face buster. I call it the perfect 10 because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Come on, the perfect 10, hitting the perfect 10, getting the perfect win. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like this match. I want to see more from the other guy too. I didn't catch his name, but I want to see more from him too.
His name is Danny Burch. Okay.
I think you probably just made that up.
No, it is. That is his.
The man didn't even get an entrance.
He doesn't need one. Okay. Anyway, I'll give it to him. This was a pretty good match. I wouldn't say it was a 10. I wouldn't give Ty Dillinger a 10. Maybe like a 7.5.
Ty Dillinger is probably one of the best NXT superstars to date.
No, not even close. No.
Ty Dillinger greater than Finn Balor? Leave it in the comments.
No. And if anyone does leave that in the comments, I will find where you live. I will find you. Anyway, Next, we get an interview. What are you doing over there? You're like dancing and what's.
I'm doing the perfect 10 dance.
Anyway, moving on. Next, we get an interview with Rhino and Baron Corbin, asking them their thoughts on Gargano and Ciampa, shocking the world, which I don't like how WWE is overselling this, shocking the world. Anyone who's, seen Ciampa and Gargano in the Indies was not shocked. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, and they ask if they are at all worried that there could be another upset tonight. I didn't really write too much about this interview. Any thoughts on it?
I like that they're kind of getting along pretty well, which is different from what we thought. We thought they were going to kind of be bickering a little bit because both of them kind of want to hog the spotlight a little bit. But apparently, they're best of friends. They hang out. New Madden game came out. They probably play that. So it looks like they're getting along pretty well. And they said they were gonna win. So I don't know. They might just win. Since they said it. You know.
I don't like you anymore. No, but that kind of is what threw me off. Is before this, Rhino and Corbin had this like intense feud, and Baron Corbin didn't get along with anybody, and he was just in it for himself. And now all of a sudden they're buddy. There was no even build up to it. They had one match, and now they're best friends. I don't know. It was just weird to me. Anyway, next we get a promo for Asuka, a new diva coming next week. Actually, this kind of upset and surprised me at the same time. It upset me because we get one promo for her, and she's coming next week. But we've been getting promos for this Dana Brooke alter ego for like a month, and she's still not here. It's weird. I mean, I know that this new Asuka, I think her original ring name was Kana. I looked her up. She is very well known in Japan. So she's kind of like Hideo Itami was very well known in Japan. But like I said, it surprised me as well because, for one, we don't get many kind of Japanese females. We don't even get that many Japanese men in WWE. Or that are at least taken seriously. And also, like I said, I looked her up, and she's also 33, which seems off to me, just because ordinarily WWE, wants the young, hot, divas. They don't normally go for older, which this could be good for WWE. It'll teach these divas how to. Not that NXT divas need as much help because they're naturally good, like they're trained well. They know how to put on good matches, but it'll help as well. You know, but I was just I'm excited to see what's going on with that. Any thoughts on that video package promo or?
I'm excited. You trying to tell me that Funaki is coming back to the WWE SmackDown #1 announcer, right? Oh, this one Funaki? Oh, my bad. My bad. I forgot. I
Did you
forgot.
did you just call Funaki a woman?
they, they gotta be the same person, right? Funaki, he found the fountain of youth, and he coming back, baby, as a woman. On top of that, he tricking everybody. He tricking it. No, I was excited about this. I was like, wait a minute. I felt the same way you did. I'm like, so Osaka's gonna debut before Nia Jax does? Wait a minute. What? I've been hearing about Nia Jax through like the grapevine for a minute, and then Asuka just come in here and just bust on the scene, break the walls down and whatnot. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited though, because I'm pretty fond of Japanese wrestlers. I'm afraid of her usage in WWE because WWE Japanese people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, we got a match next. We got Apollo Crews versus Solomon Crow. And this was an awesome match. I felt like these two worked really well together, which I wouldn't have picked them together at being really good together in a match. They kind of they're so different in many ways and similar in some ways too. But I was surprised that they worked really well together in this match. Also, a man the size of Apollo Crews should not be able to jump as high as he can and do drop kicks as well as that man can. I mean, it is beautiful. It is just I see Lashley do that. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I just he can't. I mean he's athletic, but you ain't gonna see Lashley do a drop kick like Apollo Crews does. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. But I loved Crow's unpredictability in this match. Cruz gets the win. Obviously, they're building him up. I feel like they're kind of using Solomon Crow as a jobber though, which I don't necessarily like.
Oh, oh, oh! So you don't like that Solomon Crow's a jobber, but you also don't like the Perfect 10 is getting his push. I'm just saying, just something doesn't line up for me here, right?
Well, see, the thing is that Ty Dillinger is a jobber.
He's most certainly not. He is a perfect 10. He has been telling you this for weeks.
I mean, he's a perfect 10 for jobbers, but that's about it.
He's about to be the next NXT champion, man. Come on.
Yeah. After, Solomon Crow, after Enzo Amore, after Colin Cassidy, pretty much after everybody. He gets in the back of the line. The back of the line. And even then, some people get in front of him.
I mean, the only two people that might be in front of Ty Dillinger right now is Bull Dempsey and Tyler Breeze for the contendership spot, obviously.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. What's that guy's name? He's really, really good. One of the best, NXT's ever seen. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. He gonna get that. He gonna get it again.
Not.
He gonna.
He's not.
If he ever comes back, he gonna get it.
If he comes back, he's going on the main roster. Come on.
Yeah, probably. I hope. But anyway, let's move on. Did you have any thoughts on that match? I kind of.
Yeah, since you decided to skip me.
We got into a rant, okay? That's what happened.
I definitely like this match, and I agree. Apollo Crews is ridiculous athletically, but I feel like Lashley could pop a nice drop kick for a big man. I feel like Lashley is a little bit bigger than Apollo Crews, at least in height, right? In height, at least. I mean, even Baron Corbin can't fall out of the ring. So I'm just saying. I thought this was a good match though. It was good to see Solomon Crow, and I like how these guys work together. Love Solomon Crow's unorthodox, style with the baseball slide, catching him in the apron and then beating him down. We've seen it a couple of times from other people, but I just like that move. It doesn't get used a lot, so when you see it, you're like, So I want to see more of Solomon Crow. Obviously, we're gonna get a nice heavy dosing of of Apollo Crews. So it's gonna be like you know when you're making coffee and you get the wrong spoon out and you put too much sugar in there, but it's still good. It's gonna be like that. It's, it's gonna be no coffee drinkers out there. Come on, guys.
What?
We all grown people here. Come on here. Y'all gotta at least drink coffee at least once in your life, a week, twice a day.
Anyway, I'm sure that's not going to be the weirdest analogy we're going to hear, but that one was up there. All right, let's move on, and we'll talk about coffee later. So, Ciampa and Gargano are interviewed, basically asked what they think their chances are in their match coming up. Any thoughts before I move on? Because this is a sad day. This was a sad day. Sad day.
I agree. I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with these two guys. Honestly.
Yeah. So
Tommaso Ciampa for a champ, WWE World Champ. Yep, let's do it. I'm ready. I got my signs. Where is it? Where's my sign? I got it right here. Tommaso Ciampa. That's what it says. It says it right here. Tommaso Ciampa.
That's not what that says.
You couldn't see it. It was too quick.
I mean, okay.
It's
anyway,
one of flashing signs.
Let's move on to all of our favorite interviewer, Devin Taylor, interviewing Dana Brooke and
JoJo came back to NXT.
Emma. No, she didn't. She didn't. But anyway, we get Devin Taylor interviewing Dana Brooke and Emma because they had requested this time. They went into Regal's office. They were like, "Hey, we want to talk about something," and he was like, "Okay." Because apparently it's that easy. You just walk into his office and you say, "Hey, I want to do something," and he's like, "Okay." I did it, and I'm gonna get some interview time next week. You'll see. But anyway, Emma says a lot is happening in NXT. There's a new champ. New women are arriving, and Emma and Dana are missing out on all the fun. And then Dana said something. I don't know. Have you ever watched Charlie Brown? And how the adults, you don't hear what they're saying. All you hear is wah 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 wah. That's kind of what I hear when Dana Brooke talks anymore. I'm just saying. Any thoughts on this? I'm sure you heard what she said, but I didn't get it. I don't know.
Honestly, I didn't. It's been a while. It's been a while since I watched this show, and I for some reason didn't write a lot down for especially the backstage stuff, because for some reason the Ciampa Gargano backstage thing and their match all got mixed in together. Don't know why. Don't know if I was taking notes with my eyes closed or something, but I don't know. I'm excited though. I want to see what they're gonna do with Emma and Dana Brooke, because obviously Emma gets like a title shot, right? She won that random match at that random time, right?
Yeah.
I guess the now Divas champion, now butterfly belt holding.
Let's move on. Stupid butterfly belt. Next, an SUV pulls up outside.
It's me.
And out comes Sasha Banks.
Oh.
And this kind of confused me because she kept looking back into the SUV. And I was like, okay, she probably has Team Bad with her. And then later on, it's just her. And I was like, what was she looking at? I don't get it. Girl, what you crazy? What are you looking at? Anyway, next, Kyle Edwards. I guess he's a newbie. He's reporting from WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. He basically says that in all 16 teams entered the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and the final 4 will compete at TakeOver. And they showed recaps from the first round, which was kind of cool. And I know this is basically in dedication to Dusty Rhodes, but I don't get, other than that, I don't get what's in it for the winner, considering the tag team champions were competing in the tag team classic. So it's like, do you just get like, okay, you won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, or like what's going on here? It's confusing a little bit. Any thoughts on any of those points?
Yeah, first off, Sasha, she can't look into the camera. It's an unwritten rule of WWE television. You can't look directly into the camera, so she had to look somewhere else. And the fly, it was behind her, and she was trying to get it away from her real quick, but she wanted to be subtle about it. So the fly, it was the fly. um, and then the tag team tournament thing. Yeah, I was confused about that too. I was like, I, I was like, what? Why are the tag team champions in this? I thought this was a number one contenders thing, but nope. You know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get a trophy, right? You're gonna get a trophy in remembrance of Dusty Rhodes, and this is gonna be a thing they're gonna do every year, or they're gonna act like they're gonna do it every year, and then the trophy just is gonna you're gonna have it for that first week, and then it's gonna just disappear or get destroyed, similar to that Andre the Giant Battle Royal thing that they do. Oh, sorry, uh, maybe I'm just saying maybe the winner. You know what the winner deserves? The winner gets an interview on the greatest podcast of all time, the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. I'm telling you, they need us right now. Like they need us.
They do. They do. I agree with that. But let's move on, and we'll send them an email or something like that, you know. But anyway, next we get the most depressing match of the night: Baron Corbin and Rhino versus Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. I'm gonna give you this match too because it broke my heart. It did my heart.
All right. So we got this match, and we got Dana Brooke at ringside. That's why I was so depressed. No, we don't. Not even Dana Brooke in this night could depress Casey. So she's growing on him. She's growing on him. Don't let him know, but she's growing on him. Champa starting with the knees on Rhino. I felt like Champa and Gargano were working well together. Corbin gets taken out of the ring, and he fell pretty well this time. Getting out of the ring. Shout out to Baron Corbin. He's improving. Gets hit with the suicide dive by Gargano. The Rhino gets hit with a dive as well. I think it was by Champa. Champa with the crossbody on Rhino and Corbin. Isolation of Rhino. Corner knee, which I love. He even got the crowd involved with it, which I thought was pretty cool. Kind of shout out to those ROH days. Insecurity combo by Ciampa and corner knee insecurity combo by Ciampa and Gargano. So many O's going on in this scenario. Swinging sidewalk slam by Ciampa. I mean on Ciampa, but finally Gargano comes in and he is ready. Hits a nice springboard DDT for two. Gargano reverses the gore. Insecurity on Corbin for two, and then he gets hit with the end of days because the end of days just ends all days. It's the name of the move. Ends all days. So it ends the days / the night of Ciampa and Gargano. I was surprised actually more than anything because I just expected, especially them being kind of the new guys, and kind of those well-known new guys. I expected them to go pretty far in this tournament. And for them, I think I was surprised that they lost clean too, especially to guys like Rhino and Corbin. But the end of days, it's just too strong. Like it's just too strong. But I'm definitely excited to see what's going to happen with this tournament. And then I kind of want to see with Ciampa and Gargano what they're going to do with them, what direction they're going to go with them. Was this a one-time thing? I don't think so, because Ciampa's not even on Ring of Honor's roster page anymore. So I don't think this was a one-time thing for these guys. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, well, I just feel like WWE better have something really special set for Ciampa and Gargano, because the things they did in this match and the teamwork they showed, they definitely should have won this match over Rhino and Corbin.
So main roster right now, tag team division, tag team champs.
I mean, they could, they could, but I'm saying, like, honestly, they were better in this match than Rhino and Corbin, like, so much better. And I don't understand why they're pushing Rhino and Corbin. It's just, I don't know.
Because Corbin has the it factor. Remember, you said it like months ago.
I mean, he does, but
then he failed to fall out of the ring, and I laughed at him.
He does have that it factor, but more of a single it factor. I don't see him in a tag team. Like, he doesn't seem like a tag team wrestler to me. But I mean, I'll give WWE benefit of the doubt. Maybe they do have something, set up for them. Anyway, so Devin Taylor interviews the Vaudevillains about their match next week in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Alexa Bliss comes up with Blake and Murphy and says that next week Blake and Murphy will be invoking their rematch clause. So next week, instead of that Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic match, we are going to be getting a rematch for the NXT Tag Team titles. Any thoughts on that?
I'm curious to see if that's going to set up something with actually being in a more contender spot now, because kind of it takes the champions out of the tournament. And probably I feel like round one has to be finished up by next week. It seems like it's lasted for about 2-3 weeks now. So I feel like round one should be done next week going into round two. So maybe it will end up being one of those things where they're like, we want to face the winner of this, or whoever the champions is, which I feel like it should be the Vaudevillains. But if whoever the champions is, like, I feel like they should be like, hey, I want to face the winner of this prestigious tournament.
Yeah. So next we get another Nia Jax promo. She'll be here in about 6 months, I think.
She'll be here when Sami Zayn comes back. They're gonna be a stable.
Why you got to do that? Why? Moving on.
We know he's coming back. We just don't know when.
Anyway,
she'll be back when Daniel Bryan comes back. There we
go. Next,
she'll be back when Edge can wrestle again.
Moving on. Moving on.
You want one more?
No.
Okay, I ran out anyway.
We get.
She'll be back when John Cena retires.
Okay, that was it. I quit. I'm done. We get Bayley, our NXT Women's Champion, versus Sarah Dobson. Bayley's entrance this week was awesome. Awesome. But wait a minute. Where the hell did her opponent come from? I did not see her outside the ring when Bayley went out in the crowd. I didn't see her come down the rampway. I mean, was she hiding under the ring? Like, what happened? She just appeared. I don't get it. It's crazy. But anyway, I did like this Sarah Dobson. She had some kind of intense, unique offense. The Bayley to belly did not look good at all this week. It almost looked like Sarah was almost dropped on her head. Um, uh, but it turned out to be a good match. After the match, Bailey grabs a mic. She starts to talk. Actually, let me get your thoughts on the match first before we get to the after.
Yeah, turns out this is a inside report. Getting in my headset right now. Sarah Dobson is actually Sister Abigail, so she just appears. She doesn't need the whole pregnant lady. None of that. She comes in secret. She comes in secret. No, I definitely liked this match though. I want to see more of Sarah Dobson. I like that we're seeing a lot of new um, divas, I guess you could say. Um, I was kind of never mind. I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna keep that to myself. I, I'm excited though. I'm excited to see because there's a lot of newer divas debuting, especially with a lot of divas going up to the main roster. So I'm kind of interested to see who kind of rises to the occasion because I know we've had our like standout four for a while. I kind of want to see if they do something with Carmella since obviously Carmella has been there for a while. Um, I'm trying to think of another one who's been there for a while. Emma would be one. I would actually kind of want to see her more than I want to see Carmella because Emma's been there. It seems like even longer. She was in the feud with Paige back in the day, so I feel like I want to see them kind of do something with that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to bring Emma up with Dana Brooke, just just simply because it would keep that edge about Emma a little bit, having her paired with someone. But yeah, I definitely like this match. And the aftermath was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Emma deserves a title shot because she was in the first ever Divas Championship match or NXT Women's Championship match. So she kind of deserves it, for being there for so long. But anyway, um, after the match, like I said, Bailey grabs a mic. She starts to talk, and Sasha's music hits. Um, did Corey Graves really say, "I didn't expect to see her here"? We just saw her come to the arena in an SUV. Mm,
He had his eyes closed.
this,
Um, he went to the bathroom real quick. I heard about it. Yeah, that's what happened. He went to the bathroom. And he didn't see it. It wasn't his
uh,
fault. It wasn't his fault.
okay, I'll let it slide this time. Or maybe it was just WWE's horrible writing. Anyway, Sasha says, "You're probably wondering why I'm out here, and I didn't come out here to belittle you or berate you. I came out here to congratulate you. Ever since Takeover, all Sasha has heard is how she and Bailey stole the show and how that match was match of the year. But not only that, this was the best women's match this company has ever seen. This is where I had a little bit of an issue, where there was a little bit of confusion. Um, I mean, if they're referring to NXT as its own company, then yes, this could be one of the best women's matches this company has ever seen. If you're talking about WWE, then no. If you go back to like some Lita versus Trish Stratus matches, I would say those would be some of the best women's matches WWE's ever seen. Also, um, if you're talking about the Divas, referring to the Divas matches, then I mean, this could be um, one of the best matches WWE's ever seen. Because back when, like I said, back when Lita and Trish Stratus were in WWE, it was still the women's division. It wasn't the Divas division, so it was completely different. Kind of the same as how we were talking about Night of Champions, and the difference between the Divas title and the women's But anyway, that just kind of upset me a little bit. I didn't agree with that. Or they just needed to clear it up a little bit, I think. But anyway, my little rant inside there had to happen. Sasha says she didn't come here to put on good matches or steal the show. She came here to be the best. She says at TakeOver, Bayley earned her respect and Bayley was great, but that night only. This basically sets up a 30-minute Iron Woman match at TakeOver, which I'm really excited for. Um, from what I can remember, this is going to be the first ever Iron Woman match. So that's going to be pretty cool. And it's going to be 30 minutes. So obviously it's going to give them a lot of time, you know. So I'm just excited for it. Also, it's going to be the main event of TakeOver, which is going to be cool. Finally putting a women's match as the main event. Um, any thoughts on this final segment of the night?
Yeah, I definitely like the fact that we're gonna have an Iron Woman match. I think that's really cool. I think it shows that WWE is kind of putting a little more trust in their women's wrestling, at least with NXT. Um, because I feel like if they put a Divas match as the main event of a pay per view, people would probably boycott. People would hashtag cancel WWE Network 2K16. So um, I feel like it does it shows that they have been putting on some good matches that, to be honest, could probably be put up there with those Trish Stratus and Lita matches to a certain degree. Um, Different time periods, but still really good, especially compared to the garbage we've seen for women's wrestling recently, and especially with the Attitude Era where it was more geared to sexuality than it was wrestling. So I feel like um, it's they're putting a lot of trust on with them, with giving them 30 minutes to go out there and do what they do. I'm excited for it, definitely, especially and for those two to be doing it specifically, you got to think that they got a lot of trust in both of those two.
Yeah. So,
But not enough trust to put them in WWE 2K16. But I'm just saying.
I, hey, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let's move on a little bit to the next show we're going to talk about, which is Ring of Honor. So let's jump right into it, shall we? We get the House of Truth versus Red Dragon. I really like this match. I like Jay Diesel starting out against Kyle O'Reilly. We don't get to see as much of Jay Diesel, so it was cool to kind of see what he could do in this match. I looked down for a second though to write a note about the match, and Kyle had Diesel in an armbar. I was like, dude, what? Calm down, man. Like, I know he can get you in any submission from anywhere at any time, but he needs to slow it down. Let me take a note so I can look up and see. It was too quick. I love you, Kyle, but you need to calm down. Anyway, Dijak threw Kyle over the top rope out of the ring.
DQ.
Automatic disqualification. Automatic. It's done. This match was done at that point. Red Dragon won. Done. Why did the bell not ring? What's going on? Whatever. Jay Diesel ends up tapping to Bobby Fish's ankle lock, which was kind of cool. We don't really get to see Bobby Fish, doing. Usually with Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly is the kind of focal point with submissions, so we don't really get to see as much of Bobby Fish doing submissions. So it was cool to see him get the win. Any thoughts on this match? That should have been a disqualification.
Agreed. Steve Corino would agree that should have been a DQ, even in Ring of Honor. I I definitely like this match though. Nice to see the House of Truth out there again. Jay Diesel, you know, doing his thing. Um, still loving Dijak, and you obviously gotta love Red Dragon. You can't help it. And I do think it was nice. I like the little submission thing they had going on at the end, where both of them had different submissions on both guys. I think Bobby Fish has been taking some lessons from Kurt Angle with that knee bar ankle lock he had on there. But it was cool to see Bobby Fish get the win. I think because he's kind of been in the background of a lot of these storylines recently. Being I think he was injured for a little bit, and with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole doing that thing for a little bit there too. So I think it was very interesting.
Yeah, definitely a good match. So next we get a Briscoes promo talking about their match at All Star Extravaganza, which was, I believe, this past Friday. I still have to watch that. Anyway, against the mystery team. I don't know who the mystery team is because I haven't watched the show and I haven't looked at any spoilers and I haven't gone to ringofhonorwrestling.com and I haven't gone on Facebook and I haven't gone on Twitter and I haven't talked to Justin.
Smart man. Smart man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to watch that maybe tomorrow. But anyway, pretty good promo. I feel like any Briscoe's promo is entertaining. Any thoughts on that?
Agreed. I'm interested in this mystery team though. I've also I've been on like the news sites, but a lot of the news sites don't say anything about Ring of Honor that I go on, so I can kind of avoid it there. Um, I'm interested in this mystery team though. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah. So move on. Next, we get Cedric Alexander versus Dalton Castle. And I'm going to give DJ this match because, he likes him some Dalton Castle, So,
Oh yeah, Peacock it is. Uh, Alexander, he thinks he's in control early here, but Castle, you know, he poses, and Alexander's just gone. Like he is out of here. They were kind of playing off each other with the mind games a little bit, which was kind of cool. Castle gets hung up on the rope. Veda Sky gets involved. Castle eats a couple of kicks from Cedric Alexander. Then Alexander starts to toy with Castle a little bit. Castle comes back with some forearms. Alexander takes control on the outside. Cedric gets caught. Exploder for two. We get the spinning round kick to Dalton Castle for two. Love those spinning round kicks that Cedric does. They sound really good and they look really good. The deadlift German, which I love when Dalton Castle does that. I love it either way, but love it when Dalton Castle does it too. The deadlift German's one of my main moves. Put that in hashtag. Put that in WWE 2K16, please. Thanks. Deadlift German for two on Alexander. Silas comes out and grabs the boys down as they were on the apron, kind of fanning Dalton Castle, and Alexander rolls him up for the win. So Alexander does get the win over Dalton Castle because of the distraction by the last real man of Ring of Honor, Mr. Silas Young.
Anyway, I lost it when Castle got caught up on the top rope and got roped in the ding ding. That was classic. So funny. But Dalton Castle is kind of impressing me more and more.
He wasn't impressing you before. Come on, it's Dalton Castle, man.
I mean, he was okay, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he reminded me too much of Joey Ryan in the start, and I was like, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it was a good match. I'm definitely excited to watch the Dalton Castle versus Silas Young match, and see what happened. But next, we get the Kingdom versus War Machine. This was the main event. So the Kingdom tried to open up with dual super kicks, which had no effect on War Machine at all. Just none. We get pretty much pure dominance from War Machine in the beginning of the match. Maria got involved, and for some reason there wasn't a DQ. Like, she was in the ring. I was like, what? But the Kingdom started to turn it around a little bit, but that didn't last very long. The Kingdom did end up knocking War Machine out of the ring. Taven went for a springboard crossbody, only to be caught by War Machine and put on the ring apron. Then Bennett went for a flip over the top rope, also to be caught by War Machine and power bombed onto Taven on the ring apron. Taven and Hansen had a cartwheel off because, yeah. Maria tries to cause distraction, but the Young Bucks come out and pull her off the ring apron. Your winners are War Machine. After the match, the Young Bucks deliver double super kicks to Bennett. Then the Addiction come out and hit the Young Bucks with the titles. Thoughts about this main event?
Oh yeah, I definitely like this match. Love these Kingdom War Machine matches. I think these are the two number one contenders for the tag titles, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely it was a good match. Maria, number one, I gotta tell you, you gotta quit getting involved in these matches. You're gonna get hurt. I'm sitting here watching Ring of Honor with my arms open, just waiting for you to come. And I got you. I got you. I will hold you until the match is over. Make sure you're safe. And then I will send you on your merry way. I'm just saying I don't want to get hurt. I don't, cause it'd be a sad day. It'd be a sad day. She is the MVP of the Kingdom since they threw Adam Cole out. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make sure she's okay, because they don't. This is Ring of Honor. They don't have any remorse on super kicking a nice young lady. So I'm just saying. But love the shotgun knees in the corner. Every time I see that move, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. The apron power bomb to Bennett on top of Taven was really cool. The cartwheel battle by Taven and Hansen. And then, you forgot one point. Mike Knox came out. He did a cartwheel. Yeah, he came out. He did his cartwheel too. No, but the cartwheel battle was kind of cool. Just love this match. Got a chance to see the Young Bucks come out there and hit some super kicks, which is always nice. I don't know if we got to the after the match yet or not.
We did.
Okay, I was just making sure because I couldn't remember if you said anything about the Addiction coming out.
I did.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. The Addiction did come out, which and they had Chris Sabin with him, which was surprising. I was like, wait, Chris Sabin still, he's still employed by Ring of Honor, because sometimes you forget. He stays away for so long. Sometimes you forget. But yeah, it was cool to see Chris Sabin again. This is a good match.
Yeah. I was surprised we didn't see Adam Cole tonight. Adam Cole, baby. I was a little bit upset.
For the Ring of Honor fans that didn't watch the football video, there was a guy that played for the college team that my college team. His name was Adam Coles, and I was like, Adam Coles, baby. On the bleachers, no one got it. No one got it at all, but I got it. I got my little bit of satisfaction, stratisfaction, maybe.
I mean, and this weekend we are gonna see Tampa baby playing in the NFL. But uh, yeah, that's finally was our NXT / Ring of Honor review. Um, we're gonna try to get this week's out sooner, but probably not. Let's just be honest. We're gonna be honest with you. Probably not. It's probably gonna be about the same time. I don't know. But we will get them out. That's the definite. Because we love wrestling and we love talking about it, and we love. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything good there. Uh, People who are ready, willing, and able. Who, by the way, we didn't see this week. So I don't know. But um, we definitely got a lot to look forward to this week from both shows. So that is it. I have nothing else to say about this week.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, follow, tweet us, uh, follow us on other social media platforms that we have. I I mean you can follow me on Instagram. There's only like 6 pictures, so I don't know why anyone follows me on Instagram, but you could do it if you wanted to. You could follow us on Twitter. You can we have a Facebook page for the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, so go check that out. I believe if you search Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast on the Facebook, it'll come up and you'll see it and you'll be there and you can like it and you can post in there and you can have conversations with us and suggest videos and other post pictures if you want, appropriate ones, please, and preferably ones that have something to do with wrestling or football. If you post a picture of a pig in a tutu, we'll appreciate it, but it's really going to have nothing to do with the focus of the group. So, peace.